Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Red Hair Luffy, and yes, I got a Trafalgar Law hat. Get jealous. Okay, sorry, rub it in. Okay, maybe get a little bit jealous. But isn't this so cool? I love it. Just got it today. No, I will not be wearing this all the time. I'm just going to be wearing this at my locals, while for these videos that I'm going to be making, I will be wearing the chopper hat. Why is that? Well, it's because the chopper hat it was a crocheted hat, and so it's just a little bit more fragile than this one. So that's why I'm just going to be wearing this uh, in public, while the chopper hat I'm going to be wearing at my house while I make these videos for you guys, just to keep it safe. Love both of the hats. Now, let's get into what you guys wanted to see. Yes, it's the Donquixote Rosinante deck profile. Let's get into it. So here we are. This is the Donquixote Rosinante leader. He is actually one of my favorite leaders. So, 4 life, 5k power. He's a blocker, and if you have 6 or less cards in your hand, you can refresh him. So if you already attacked with him this turn, you can set him to active, and so he can block for any one of your characters that you have that you might want to keep on the board. So a really interesting leader. He's the only one that actually has blocker, so that's really good, and I will get to that a little bit later. So I'm going to put him aside. First character I want to discuss is Baby 5. Actually, let's just put that like that. Yes, Baby 5. Yes, this is the alternate art, if you can see that. Sorry about the glare. This is my favorite, probably one of my favorite alternate arts of any card in the game. I actually really like this art. They did a lot of cool things with it. Anyways, this card is amazing. This is the Searcher of the deck. They finally made one for Donquixote Pirates, so you're going to be seeing this in pretty much every Donquixote deck. But anyways, enough said. It's just the Searcher. You play it for 1, you tap 1. You rest 1 Dawn, and you look at the top 5, and you find any Donquixote Pirate card that you want. So pretty easy. You should be running 4. There's no reason not to run 4. Next card is a 2K, Kaya. I only run 1. It's only because it's not really relevant to the deck, only because it's only a 2K. Yes, I could be running some other 2Ks, but the reason why I run the Kaya 2K instead is because if you want, you could just play it. You draw 2 cards, you trash 2 cards, and the reason why you do this is because you need to get some dead cards out of your hand. You're trying to get maybe 2 more counter cards in your hand for the next turn. That's mainly why I use it. The other reason why you would use it is because maybe you're trying to get some really big cards in your hand. So Kaya is a good card to have. The next is Baby 5. Another 2K. You're gonna need at least 3. If not, you're gonna want 4. Really, it's only used for the 2K. You're not gonna really play this card at all. It's just for the 2K. So at least 3, if not 4. Next is a must. You definitely need 4 sugars. Having 1 of these on the board is bad enough for your opponent. Having 2 of these on the board for your opponent is just devastating. Especially, actually, when you play on the same turn. You're resting 2 of your opponent's cards, their character cards, on the board, and then you can just swing into them. It's really devastating. Usually, actually, you could be doing that for the end game, for the kill. So that is really good. Sugar is a must. She's not even that expensive, honestly, so definitely need to be getting 4 sugars in your deck. That is it's self-explanatory. Now for Donquixote, Rosinante blockers. This card also a must. Not even hard to get. It's just a rare, but it's a 2-cost blocker. You're not going to be using it for the attack. Its ability is on your opponent's turn. If one of your arrested characters would be KO'd, you could just, trash them. Boom, done. Well, you would think, oh, why wouldn't you just block instead? Well, if you're facing Sakazuki, and Sakazuki is just trying to, KO one of your characters instead of just attacking into it, just trash Rosinante. Or if you're facing a yellow deck and they use a Yamato, well, Rosinante. Boom, done. So, it could be good for a lot of different reasons. Also, it's a blocker. And blockers in this deck are essential. You need blockers. You need a lot of them. We will be going into how many you need later, actually. And then Viola, or Viola, however you want to say it. 2K counter, you're never really going to be playing her. It's just used for the 2K counter in the deck. I play 4 of them. I think you need to play 4. Simple as that. So, just the 2K counter in the deck. Now, for Donquixote do Flamingos, the blue one, the blocker. 3-cost, blocker, on play. You get to look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and then you can rearrange them how you want, and then you put them back just to see what you're going to get, and then you get to alter when you get it. So that's really good. No complaints. It's a 4K blocker, so actually, even if your Rosinante is already blocked for the turn, you can block with him. Use a 2K to make him 6,000, and then you save yourself a life, and you possibly save him, so you can save him for the next turn. So he's actually a pretty good blocker. He's not really that pricey. It's probably around like $3, but you do need 4. So here's now the next card I'm going to show you is a little bit controversial on whether or not you should play it. I run 2. Some people don't run any of these, but let me tell you why I run it. It's because by you not running this card, you risk your even curve to be very minuscule. You need to have some more even cards, and most of the cards in here are very odd. Odd meaning they have an odd number. So if you're going second, like if your opponent chooses to go first and then you have to go second, you need to have some more even cards. And I think that this X-Drake is a good card to have, because about around 15 or 20 cards in the deck are Navy and or Supernova. And this ability is for a 4-cost 5K, put 1 Dawn on it. During your turn, your character cards and or leader cards that are Supernova or Navy get plus 1K. And yes, your Rosinante leader is a Navy card. Not only a Donquixote, it is a Navy card. So just by putting him out there and put a 1 Dawn on him, your Rosinante now is 6K. Boom. On your turn, of course. But still, he's a 6K attacker. This card definitely is a very good card to look into. If you're not playing 2, maybe at least play 1. I just really recommend playing it, just because it helps the even curve on the deck. Next card is Yamato. This card is broken. I wouldn't play 2, only because, other than the fact that it's really only has double attack and banish for a 5-cost 5K. That's it, really. That's crazy as hell. like just double attack banish, just like the leader that's coming out in OP06. That's all. That's all it is. Has no other synergy in the deck other than that. Because we'll get into why this is so good. So I'm going to actually put this aside for a second. But you only should be running one. I see people running two sometimes, and I'm just like, why? I know it's good, but you don't need to be running two. And also, if you're on a budget, just get one. You don't need to get two, because this is around $60 now. So if your pockets are a little thin, just get one. So that's that. Next card is another X-Drake. It's a 5-cost X-Drake. This card is awesome. 5 cost, 6k attacker. Good stat line. On play, KO up to one of your opponent's rested character cards that are 4 cost or less. That happens a lot, and let me tell you why. Well, one, it just happens in general with them attacking, or if they have blockers and they blocked and they kept it alive, just with whatever they might have. But a card you can use is Sugar. This is why Sugar is really awesome. Sugar it rests any 4 cost or less. Then you play Drake, done, boom, done. That's an amazing combination. So Sugar is what is going to be really good with this card. So on your turn, play this, play Drake, over with. Or while you have the Sugar, your opponent plays a character, you can rest the Sugar, rest their character card immediately, and then you can play Drake on your upcoming turn. So Sugar's already doing her job either way, either your turn or their turn. Sugar's just doing their thing, man. So Drake is another really essential card to have. If you want, you could run 4. I only run 3 only because I just feel like it gets a little bit clunky sometimes. But other than that, you should be running at least 3. I'm going to put that to the side as well. And we'll get to that in a second. Basil Hawkins, or Basil Hawkins, or whatever you want to call him. He's awesome. Just like Drake, 5 cost, 6k, Dawn +1. Once per turn on your turn, if this character battles one of your opponent's characters, set him as active. So if he's with the 1 Dawn, he's a 7k, attacks the character, boom, put him back up, then he can attack again. So this really gets rid of your opponent's cards in hand or their characters on the field. So enough said, really. I don't even need to continue with that one. Then 3 Diamantes, another blocker in the deck, which is very essential. But again, awesome stat line. 5 cost, 6k, Dawn +1. At the end of your turn, if you have 2 or more active Dawn, set this card as active. You're not going to be using that too much, but if you need to, if you think it's essential for you to have more blockers on the field for a turn, use that. Easy. So you'll be attacking with 7, then leave 2 more Dawn up, and he's restanded. So really good card to have. Put him aside. 3 Laws. This card is amazing, dude. I cannot stress this card enough. 5 cost, again, 6k attack. Amazing stat line. He is another blocker. On play, you may return a character card that you're afraid of getting killed. So not only is that just amazing, but once he's played, you can play a 3 cost or less. Play this blocker, which is just amazing in it of itself, for free. Or if you want, you can play the next best one, Rosinante, which helps save other cards. Another blocker. You're playing 2 blocks for free. Well, for 5. So it's just, you got to be running 3. If not 3, then you're running 4. The reason why I don't run 4 is just because it can be a dead card since it doesn't have a counter on it. We'll be putting that aside. Enough said. Donquixote, Doflamingo. Only run 2. You can run 1, but I only run 2. This is a good card to either save one of your cards or just tempo out their field and just swing hard into them. Because if they have a blocker, you just put that up, boom, and then just keep swinging on them. This is a good card to have. So, yeah, don't really need to say too much more about that card. Pretty simple. Eustace Kid, or Eustace Captain Kid. Yeah, this card's amazing. You can just run 1 if you want. I run 2 only because I want to see it more. This is actually a pseudo blocker because you put him on the field, boom, put a Don on him, and actually once he's on the field, you can activate his ability by resting him and then playing, yes, you guessed it, a 3 cost or less. Either you're playing him or you're playing another blocker. You're playing one of those 2 blockers. So another great play. And then once he's rested with 1 Don on him, they have to attack into him. They have to attack into an 8k character or blocker, a pseudo blocker. So that is just amazing. This is a must card. You need at least 1. If you don't have 1, then come on, man. What are you doing? You need 1. Here we go. Sorry for that. And then Donquixote, Rosinante himself. Yes, this guy. Awesome card. Great combos. 8 cost, 8k, put him on play, put him to the field, and then you can rest him. So you're playing him, then you rest him. And then you can play a character with 5 costs. So let me show you some combos. So play him, rest him, play Law, and then from the Law, you could play a 3 cost. So literally just for 8, your 4th turn, if you're going, if you're going second, play Rosinante, play Law, play Doflamingo. Boom. Easy as that. This isn't hard, guys. You need to be running 2 at least. If you want to run 3, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Maybe you should be running 3. But 2 is essential. You need 2. So easy as that. That's why this card's amazing for Law. He's good for the Drake, good for the Diamante, good for the Yamato, and he's good for the Hawkins. This card is essential. You need to be running 2. At least that's why I put all those cards aside, is because of this one central card. It's just what you need. Rosinante is the bomb. Last card, yes. Another Donquixote. Doflamingo. Yes, you need all 4. Could you run 3? Yeah, I guess. 4, way better. You will see it more often, and then what you could do is 1 turn, you do that. The next turn, you do it again. Next turn, you do it again. By that time, by the 3rd one, there's no way you're losing. There's no way. Ain't no way you're losing. What does it do? Let me tell you. On play, you are literally freezing 3 of their character and or leader cards. What does that mean? Well, if 3 of their character or leader cards are already rested, you can play this card, and it keeps them rested until your next turn. So if you play 1, and then you happen to have another one in your hand, or if you literally just drew into 1, or if you use the baby 5 to try to get 1, then you're just playing it again, and you're freezing the same cards that you could try to kill one of them actually with your last Donquixote you played, and then you'll do it again, right? Play that, and then you'll be attacking with both. It's just a non-stop loop, and they can't do crap about it because he's a 10k. They're not easy to get rid of. Easy as that, you need 4. Next are the events. I don't know how to say this card because the side of justice will be whichever side wins. Yeah. If you don't have a lot of 2Ks, or you'd have any counters in your hand, just trash one of the dead cards in your hand. You're getting 3,000 power to any cards you need to save. Usually your leader, because your leader is always going to be the one blocking. For the most part. So if somebody attacks a card you need to keep on the board, like Sugar or Baby 5, you block, use this. Maybe you need to trash one of your Doflamingos. Now he's an 8k. You saved it. So this is a good card to have. I only run 2. You shouldn't be running any more than that. If you don't want to run this card, that's fine. But you should be replacing this card with something else that can help you save your leader or any of your other cards. Last card I run is Gum Gum Red Rock. Amazing. Gets rid of any card. Any card. This card is a must. I think you should be running 2. But aside from that, yeah, this card is so good. Even from Trigger, I've done this multiple times. From Trigger, you're putting a card to the bottom deck that's 4 or less. But if you're just playing it outright for the 6, you're bottom decking any card. This is so good. This can get rid of any character. This is a must. I think you always need at least 1. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I'm Red Hair Luffy, and don't think I forgot about this. The Luffy structure deck, it is Japanese, but it's still really awesome, and only one of you first 100 subscribers will be getting this. After that, you'll be getting something else. We'll see. But like always, please like, share, subscribe on my channel, and comment. I want to see what you guys have to say. Let's just see the feedback that you guys have, and I just want to know if I'm doing better. Just let me know. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.